So today we're going to be talking about Stellar Forge Blade, who is the second Stellar Forge champion we've gotten. We had Stellar Forge Star-Lord come out in January, and only 3 months later now we have the second one in Blade, and they're actually very different characters. This guy is much more focused on short fight content. Whereas Star-Lord was a ramp-up character over the quest, and depending on what you would prefer in your Stellar Forge champions, that might mean you really like Blade more than Star-Lord, or you really like Star-Lord more than Blade. And I'll be honest with you, in my opinion, the champion I prefer of the two of them is actually Star-Lord. That's not to say Blade isn't good. We're going to see some pretty good stuff in this video, but I actually preferred Star-Lord as a champion, even though I didn't find like a lot of crazy things for him to do in short content like Alliance War and BG's simulator content. I actually think I prefer him where he's at, where he's supposed to be, compared to Blade where he's supposed to be. But we'll obviously have to get into gameplay and show you what I mean, but this guy is a Mystic champion that's a lot more focused on handling Mystic threats than Star-Lord was at facing Science threats, which is very important for a champ's meta relevance. However, even though he's targeted at those cosmic threats, I don't think he does them better than 15 to 20 other Mystics in the game. And that's just not good, obviously. He has the tools. He's one of the 10 champs who can take Serpent pretty well, but they're not great tools. And we'll go ahead and get into the gameplay here. Basically, against defenders when you're playing Blade, you're going to have a danger sense if you're fighting Cosmics. If you are not fighting Cosmics, you're going to need to drop a special 1 first. The danger sense is going to give you more attack rating and other benefits, but the attack rating itself is very significant, and you're going to see a pretty big difference if we're fighting a Cosmic champion compared to fighting a Tech champion, which we're going to see later. But you're going to go to 3 bars, you'll drop a special 1, and that's going to place a Torment and a Stun if you're at 3 bars. Then you'll place a bunch of degens on your special 2, do a little bit of Power Steal, and then the opponent's going to drop dead shortly after. So we'll pause a minute and talk about what just happened. Basically, when you do a well-timed block, you place a passive degen. The more passive degens you have, you're going to get power gain when you're next to Nova, similar to original Blade when he had a bleed on the opponent. Then you're going to go to 3 bars, drop a special 1, it's going to place a Torment, it's going to place a Stun, and if you're not already in Danger Sense, so if you're not fighting Cosmic or a God champion, you are going to get Danger Sense for 20 seconds. After that, you drop a special 2, Power Steal a little bit, and get some degens out of it, and that's the loop. If you have Danger Sense and you have the Torment up, just keep dropping the special 2s. If you need to get either of those back up, then just drop another special 1 again. So now we're going to go fight Maestro, and this shows you a bit more of what his utility kit is. And it's very simple. Like, his utility kit, everything he does is around this 50% atrophy he places on the opponent. I believe this atrophy is only active when you're in Danger Sense. So if you're fighting a Cosmic champion, you're always going to have it. If you want to have it and you're not fighting a Cosmic, you need to do that special 1 first. But so here, Atrophy is one of the best ways to fight Maestro because it slows down everything his kit does, and of course also just makes his buffs expire faster, which is great. But he does have specific RPG weaknesses to it, especially once he gets in the Cosmic Radiation mode. So there, we actually killed him in 40 seconds, which is really good. That's like actually very fast Maestro kill. And now we're going to go fight Serpent next, and we can of course see an Atrophy being pretty good against Serpent. It reduces the duration of his power gain, it's going to reduce the duration of his death immunity. The problem is, it's 50% potency, and that is the worst Atrophy in the entire game, or the worst effect that's going to reduce buff duration in the entire game, aside from Enchantress's 30% Atrophy, which actually can become 60 if she drops a special 2. But that means that there's just immediately so many options that are better for all of these defenders. Mojo, Shothra are the big 2 that are going to come to mind, and there's probably other Atrophy characters I can't even remember. I'd honestly rather use Kindred for some of these champs that we're seeing, even though Kindred's damage I do think is worse than Blade's. However, it's just 50% is not great, let's be real. And I'm kind of fine with that, because like, he's a Stellar Forge champion, and just like Star-Lord, they're not meant to be impacting the meta in any significant way. They're supposed to be cool champions that you collect and then you might use in questing content from time to time. They're not supposed to be champs you're going to feel bad competitively for not having, aside from probably what Stellar Forge Doom is going to be at the end, like Thanos was. However, it just means that, yeah, you really are going to only rank Blade over like 10 other Mystics if you really like the champion, because his only real utility piece is this Atrophy, and it's not even a very good Atrophy. And again, I'm fine with that. I don't need Stellar Forge Blade to be one of the top tier Mystics in the game, but it still, feels a little bad at times. Now, another issue I actually had with him is he feels incredibly squishy to use, and that's largely because he has the exact same base health total as regular Blade, and regular Blade has a very low base health total because of the fact that he has a lot of regen, and believe it or not, Stellar Forge Blade also has a lot of regen. However, the regen isn't going to kick in until you're below 70% health, and you're not ever wanting to be below 70% health if you're playing BGs, even if you're playing War. War, it matters a lot less to be that low, but like that's not going to help you at all in BGs, that regen. There's so many better Mystics when it comes to regenning, and his base health, like I said, is very low. I looked it up, and he has 20,000 less health at rank 4 than Nico and Shothra, which is pretty wild to me. So now we're going to go fight Solvarch, and I'm showing Solvarch to show a loop against a non-cosmic opponent, and quite frankly, his damage felt pretty bad here. We are fighting a tech champion, and this tech champion, of course, does reduce our damage via armors and crit penetration reduction and stuff, but also Solvarch's main thing is you're not supposed to use energy damage against him, and Blade doesn't do any of that. So it's still going to be like under 80 seconds, which honestly isn't terrible for Solvarch, but you still definitely want it to be a bit better. Especially with a character who does pretty decent bit of damage coming direct, which of course is not something Solvarch can deal with. So I drop another special 1 there, we get another Danger Sense up, get another Torment up, and of course drop another special 2 with some more taking degens because of that. And then Solvarch is going to die in just a moment after I drop my special 1. And, it's fine. It's 80 seconds, it's whatever. But, it's still, like, he's got a 4 out of 5 damage on the website, which I think because of the fact that his damage is pretty good at being unavoidable, direct damage is kind of that way. It makes a little bit sense why his damage rating would be higher. And his damage against Cosmics, frankly, is pretty good. Like, as you saw against all those Cosmics earlier, that's actually pretty decent times. It's just, it doesn't feel good outside of that. And that's Stellar Forge Blade. Like, how is he going to affect the meta? It's like the same thing with Star-Lord. He's really not. He's going to be a character that'll be cool if you have, and you'll rank him if you want to play him, but you're not going to feel bad not having him, unless it's just like, oh dude, this character looks so cool, I actually am pissed that I couldn't get him. And of course, you probably are going to need these characters for the Doom. So, like, obviously try to get Blade, but am I going to tell you to rank him up? Maybe not. And if you need to use these characters for, like, a Necropolis challenge, then maybe. But, like, I used 2 of those characters at rank 1 7 stars back in the original Deathless challenge, which rank 1 7 star now is going to feel a lot worse than rank 1 7 star then, of course. But still. He might have a cool couple things to be used for in War if he gets Tactic. I don't know if he will, because he'll probably be ascendable by the time like before Tactic goes away. But I don't know if they'd add him to the pool. So I don't know. He's cool. He does some pretty decent stuff at handling threats that Cosmics have, but like not better than 10 other Mystics in the game. And I'll probably rank him myself because he's cool. I ranked Star-Lord to rank 4 after I got the Ascended version because I was like, yeah, honestly, I'll do that. And I enjoyed using Star-Lord, honestly. I thought he was really cool in the Rampart Evolution quest. I kind of wish I took him to the Hero APOC challenges because I think he would have also been cool for that. I might do a run for fun myself with him there, but Blade, I am also not feeling very optimistic about. Like I didn't for Star-Lord, but maybe he'll come around to me later on after I actually get him on my live account and stuff. But that's Blade. So, anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Definitely go get Blade, but rank him, that's up to you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Consider hitting a like, a sub, and a hype if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.